Hi, I'm Randy from Kentville Toyota. Behind me, I have a 2024 Corolla Cross. Let's get into it. So, starting off at the front of the car. So on this vehicle, obviously, entry-level trim. This is the Corolla Cross L, so obviously it doesn't have all the features. It does not have fog lights. The upper trims are available with fog lights. This one comes with projector-style headlamp on the front, which I really like. It is very similar to the Corolla in the size and the shape, but as far as the optics of it, it looks more like a RAV4. Most people think this is a RAV4 if they see it on the road, because a lot of people have not seen it in its native setting on a dealership lot, because we haven't had many of them. So this particular vehicle, interesting grille, corrugated look. Some people like it, some people don't. I quite like it. I actually prefer the grille on the Corolla Cross Hybrid. Again, we don't have one of those available because they're even harder to get than this one. So on this vehicle and every trim level of the Corolla Cross, in here, in the emblem, is your radar cruise sensor, I guess you'd call it. It's not a detector, it's a sensor. So that is in this insignia right here on all the vehicles, no matter what the trim. That's one thing Toyota has really done a great job with this vehicle and most of the Corolla family, is that no matter what trim level you get into, this vehicle has all the Toyota safety features, which is awesome for any drivers, older or younger. So let's transition along to the side and see what the rest of the profile of the car looks like. So here we are on the side of the vehicle. This particular trim level comes with a 17-inch wheel and tire combination, which we really like. It's cost effective for the consumer, it's a good ride, and for most of us, that's all we need. And if you're going with a winter tire and wheel package that a lot of our clients really like to do here, is we carry on with that 17-inch even on the upper trims that naturally come with larger wheels and tires. So on the driver's side and the passenger side, there is blind spot monitoring on this vehicle, and your indicators are on the mirrors on the outside, so if there's anything in your blind spot either coming up from behind you or from the forward side, you will see it here. It gives you a visual warning for the consumer, just for, again, blind spot monitoring, because these vehicles do have a little larger blind spots than older vehicles, because as we get more swept back A-pillars on these vehicles, the blind spots get bigger, and these are very much to our advantage. Okay, so here we are on the back side of the vehicle. Again, the wheel package that comes on this, as practical as it is, it's a little boring. You do get a very nice alloy wheel with the LE and the LE upgrade and the XLE. You get a larger wheel and a much better looking wheel. Color matched door handles all the way through. Gas door on this vehicle, like most Toyotas, the release is on the inside by the driver, and it lets you know if it's not closed properly. So when we come around here, on this trim level, there is no power liftgate. Power liftgate is readily available on the LE upgrade. Also comes with the sunroof and the XLE as well. You can't even get this car with leather. So it's locked, and I can't open it when it's locked from here. So excuse me, I'm gonna go get the key. So let's make this a little more interesting. We have the key now so that I can actually unlock this and show you the inside and not just attempt to. So unlock it, like every Toyota, 2 clicks on the open, unlocks all the doors as well as the rear hatch. So this one is a manual open, good open space. I really do like this. This is good, practical, usable space for most consumers. And part of the advantage of this vehicle is you can unlock the the rear seats and lay these down to get a completely flat floor very easily. And like most Corolla owners who are very practical, you can haul a lot of stuff in here, throw your bike in, lots of room for golf clubs. Now, if there's 4 of you going, you may need a roof rack, but that's your problem. I'm not buying your golf clubs. So, good usable space here. This vehicle does come with a full-size spare tire, which is a nice add because a lot of vehicles today in this price point do not come with a spare tire. They come with a rattle can, which is fine if you're trying to spray paint graffiti, not so good if you get a flat tire on the highway on our road. So anyway, everything's right here, your jack, everything as you would need. So now that we have the seats down, you can see that we have a dual layered floor here. The seats are not flat, again, at the same level as the floor. Gives you a little higher space in the rear. The seats, with the seats down, you don't get quite as much cargo space in there as far as height goes. But again, you're not trying to haul lumber in this thing. This is a Corolla, not a Tundra. So, good usable space. 3 child restraint hooks already built into the vehicle. So if you're carrying kids, grandkids, the configuration is great here for both forward seating, forward facing and rear facing as far as child seats go. Yeah, okay, so that is the Corolla Cross back interior in a nutshell. Again, this one does not have a power lift gate, but the upper trims do. And it does come with a preset so that if you're a shorter individual and this raises too high for you, you can program it so it only opens so high so you don't have to stand on your toes or carry a milk crate to try and close the hatch of your car. So we are going to get in the Corolla Cross. So what a lot of people really like about this car when they're coming from a Corolla and they're looking for a crossover version of the Corolla is the seating height, is that my backside is easily a foot higher off the ground in this car than it is the Corolla. But from the driver and passenger seat forward, this still is a 2024 Toyota Corolla. This just happens to be the SUV version. So the seating position is good. The car is higher off the ground, which a lot of people like. Again, this is the entry level, so it has a physical key. It still has what most people consider to be an antique, which is a place to put the key, which makes it actually a little harder to start in this environment of Toyotas being stolen like candy. So, yeah, all the features here on the steering wheel. You have radar cruise control, standard safety feature. The layout here is very good. Cruise control has finally moved from the last 30 years of it being down here like a pogo stick sticking out from under your steering wheel. It's actually on the steering wheel like a modern vehicle. So once you've made the transition from your 15-year-old Corolla, this will feel like home after a few weeks. So this vehicle does come with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. They're both wireless. And with one of our staff, when you pick up a vehicle, we do a full presentation of all the features. We'll help set up the Toyota Connected Services for you. We'll make sure all the safety features are working. We'll make sure you understand to the best of your ability how they work. And we'll set up your Android Auto or your Apple CarPlay, your maps, everything we'll do all for you. So one of the really nice features of this vehicle is because I'm about 5'10", I'm sitting where I want to be. You as a shorter or taller person, this vehicle comes with this lovely standard feature of a pump-up seat. So you can either go up, down, whatever you want. Good adjustability, so I can change the angle here. Again, it's all manual settings, but this is an entry-level car. So for features, they all come with an automatic parking brake built in. So the minute you put the vehicle in park, parking brake comes on, take the vehicle out of park, and I think I can make that sound happen without starting the vehicle. Let's see what it does. Oh, no, because it's not running, it won't do it, but it sounded like a good plan at the time, so that's not going to work. So heated seats are standard configuration on this vehicle, so heated seats for both passenger and driver. It has USB input here and a good charging port. Some of our older vehicles didn't offer good active charging. The voltage available on these vehicles is high enough and the amperage is high enough. You can charge any of your modern smart devices on this vehicle. This one does not have wireless charging, but the upper trim does come with the IQ wireless charging as well. Okay, so I've shown you most of the high points here. So again, let's transition to the back and see how much space is behind me now that I've got the seat set for what's comfortable for me as a driver. Okay, so here we are in the back seat. Again, good usable space here. Again, 5'10", I just get in. Good ceiling height, no issues getting in as far as bumping my head. This vehicle does have quite a high window line, which is a little different than the Corolla sedan, simply because this is a higher seating position again. Door height is a little higher, or pardon me, the window height on the door is a little higher than it is in the Corolla. There is room really safely for 3 adults in here. Be a little cozy, you would be touching legs, but anyway, hopefully it's family and friends and not some stranger you picked up alongside of the road. So 3 seat belts, as everybody would expect, child safety locks. There is rear AC and heat. No controls here per se. You can turn it on or off essentially, and you can aim where the air goes. So good, comfortable, usable space. I've got lots of ceiling height, or headroom, I guess that's called officially in the car business. So there's lots of headroom. I actually have a long torso and short legs, so it's very comfortable for me. So really that's all I've got from the back seat of the car. I'm just going to start rambling if we go any further than this. So let's go back outside and look under the hood just for a second. So I'm just going to unlatch the hood here on this vehicle. Okay, so this could be embarrassing. I've never actually opened one of these, and I'm hoping I can figure out how to do this and not take 10 minutes. Okay, so the hood latch is right there. It pushes from right to left. There's a prop rod, which I will go fishing for. and find a place for it that doesn't just leave me hanging like it is right now. Okay, so with some assistance, we finally found where the prop rod goes. I'm glad we were able to edit that out because it took almost an hour. So, like most consumers, I recognize that this is a 2-liter engine. That's all I know. I don't need to know anything else. I have well-qualified Toyota technicians here. You can check your oil periodically, but it's a 2-liter gas engine. It's a non-hybrid. I recognize that because there's no hybrid cables. I can tell where the 12-volt battery is. But again, for most consumers, there could be a cheese sandwich there and you wouldn't know the difference. It's a Toyota engine. Most people look under the hoods. Apparently doing this has some value to us as we sell cars. I don't understand why. So again, we're back. This is a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross. I'm Randy at Kentville Toyota. Thanks for your time. Please remember to subscribe.